going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Paragone Podcast, episode 4. And today it'll be me, your boy, the Romann, or also another boy, Wushu11, and a lady friend. Why don't you introduce yourself, Ali?
Hi, everyone. How are you doing today?
They can't respond, so
they
okay.
can't.
Anyway,
it's a rhetorical question. All right.
True. But yeah, so today we got a list of topics, and I think we were just talking about food before the podcast started, so let's get right back into that. And how, if you guys haven't heard or can't tell from Ali's accent, she's not from the Americas. She's actually from probably one of the worst countries in the world.
Ooh. That's
with fucking ass backwards naming their food.
And ass backwards roads.
That too.
Yes, and loads of roundabouts too.
Yeah, that was fucked up when I was looking that up.
I think roundabouts are
saw
better than lights.
Yes, to a point. But then, like, if people are just like straight up like confused, right? Because people can lose their sense of direction easily, right? If you're not used to it.
I mean, you're driving, so you should be paying attention at all times.
Yeah.
Actually, ever since I got my my new car as stick shift, like I never text and drive anymore.
That's good.
Yeah,
because
I would always text and drive when I had my Honda, and I was like just automatic.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be, because you're always, you have to keep track of the shift and everything, or else your gearbox just fucks up.
And I love my car, and I don't want anyone else hating it.
Yeah, exactly that.
But going to food, so explain it again, Ali. Like, what we call cookies, you guys call dog shit. What you guys call French fries, you guys call blades or some shit.
Okay. Sometimes I agree. Like the French fries, I will call them fries because they are thin. Right, thin chips. Okay. Right. What we call chips, we call crisps, because chips for us are chips, and it is confusing, but it's all the same product. It's still potato. And then if you have steak and you have the thick cut fries, well, we just call them steak chips or thick cut chips. Like we have crinkle chips, curly fries. Yeah, see, we have curly fries here. We don't say curly chips.
That's so.
But I was gonna say it's not like fries, not fries.
The thinner ones are called fries and the thicker ones are called chips, which make no sense to me as well. And cookies, we have cookies here, but not every kind is cookies. We have biscuits, and I know biscuits are different from what you have.
Because I know you've explained it to me before. It's like it's a baked good versus a what was it? I forgot.
It is a cookie, and that is it. Biscuit is a completely different thing. Completely.
It's like digestive biscuits, wasn't it? Like I showed you, digestive biscuits are like a massive thing in this country to dunk in your tea.
Yeah.
And they are biscuits.
I'm getting fucking pissed all over.
I'm trying to think of what else.
Crackers versus.
What is like a meat shop called?
A meat shop, a butcher's.
Butchers. I thought there was another word for it that was also like totally different from us.
I only call it a butcher's, and like we don't really say store a lot. It's either shop or off license.
Off license?
Yeah, like an off license around the corner. Like I have an off license around the corner from me. It's like a little tiny store.
Little mom and pop store.
Yeah, we call it an off license. We have no 7-Elevens here, by the way. They do not exist in the UK.
Yet they exist in like Asia.
Really?
Yeah, they're everywhere.
There's like a bunch in the Philippines.
Yeah.
When I was there was like one like on almost like every corner.
Like every.
There's a few in America too, but it does not exist in this country. There is no anything close to it.
There's actually 3 like right by my house. There's one like coming in from the freeway. There's another one on my way to my house, and there's one like down the corner. Or keep going down. It's down the street, like next to the Walmart.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
What was the other? I'm trying to think of the other stuff you said.
That was different.
Yeah, it's like different.
There's a lot that's different. Think like food wise, like yeah, this is one thing as well. Like comfort food, like home cooked food, different what you guys have. Like you guys, I'm sure you've never had a shepherd's pie, a cottage pie.
Not a legit one.
There you go. Like I just you like scrunch.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie though. Your food looks disgusting every time.
It looks-
I see it on Twitter.
It's just bland. It looks just bland.
No,
it's like you
no,
know,
it's
like
not.
it-
It's
like
not.
It's like soggy bread with
No.
vinegar and like
No,
half-fried
no.
cheese and then some ketchup.
No.
Like, what is that?
No.
it's like you guys like all of Northern Europe just has no spices at all. Like salt is about the only thing.
Right. I know a lot of people say that we still eat like we're in the war. I get that. I get that. But it's not all you seem because it's like comfort home food. Like if
Right.
I ever do travel, I'll make it. And it doesn't taste like what it looks like. And a roast dinner, like that is like a tradition on a Sunday, is a giant roast dinner. And also another thing, we don't have Thanksgiving over here. That doesn't
Right.
exist.
Right. It's only it
Makes
only
sense, yeah.
only exists here in America and Canada.
Also size differences in like meals in our country
Oh,
is like
oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Do you ever like get disgusted when you look like at fat fuck American food? Shoot, just to get more hungry.
The other day,
I kind of
I was like, before you were like, I want Wendy's over here.
Yeah,
And they're gonna
because
make
it
a
was-
Wendy's.
yeah, because it was speculated. Like I am intrigued like by some of the fast food joints you have because it's not like what we have here. Like our McDonald's is like basically a knockoff brand of your McDonald's. Our large meal is basically your small or medium.
You can't supersize that. Dang.
No.
If you want your food to taste like American food, just grab oil, grease, butter.
Don't forget lard.
Salt, lard, sugar. Just fucking mix
Yes.
it to whatever you're fucking eating. It's about American enough.
Yep.
I
pretty
want
much.
my arteries to clog and be happy.
All processed food. Nothing
Like I was
homegrown.
telling you, like we don't have like any variety here. It's just, well, it's just war rations. At this point.
It's all left over from World War II.
But I don't mind it though, and it goes to the beans thing. Like,
Oh, that's
I-
right.
Yeah, your Heinz beans versus our lovely barbecue beans that we have here.
you have Heinz beans. You have them in America. Why do you not eat them? Why?
I think it was.
Barbecue beans are superior.
Yeah, see, there you go.
No.
No, I've never had Heinz beans either.
Yeah, no, I think it's just like it's the branding over here is just a little different because it just looks like it's like the low grade kind of stuff.
No, it's literally Heinz beans.
Well, no, because like
Yeah.
I think for majority of people here, they're like just plain beans and like tomato.
Yes.
That doesn't. Yeah,
Yes.
that doesn't suit well sometimes with like American diet because the American diet's kind of like very like broad. You know, we'll
No.
tap into like everything and yes,
Oh yeah, 'cause
barbecue.
we're like
is,
a conglomerate of just like a bunch of other different like cultures and like foods and shit.
Mhm.
I mean, that's why like there's like a Chinese place, fucking Indian place, an Italian place, like all right next to each other.
Or it's just like all fusioned. I mean, they have the same thing over in Britain too. The same thing, but
Yeah.
I think
But you can just add barbecue sauce to those beans. Like Heinz beans are literally like, if you come to the UK and you say Heinz beans are disgusting, then your ass is gonna get
gonna be 5 years on top of me. And
I'll
I'll
you.
be pissed when I ask for some fries and someone looks at me like, "What'd you just say?" I will throw hands right then and there.
Oh no. You'll be
I will not.
fine.
I will fucking not say whatever. Was it crisps?
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
will
chi-
not fucking say that.
And then chips are the. You have to say it properly, Roman. You have to say chips.
No, I will not. I will. I'm American, and I will bring my Americanness with me.
I want fish and fries, please.
God damn it.
Fish and chips. I don't even like fish and chips. I
Actually,
hate
we
it. It's
we call it
disgusting.
fish and chips here
Yeah,
as well.
we do.
That-
Well,
that's an odd one, actually.
well, no, because we're trying to pertain it to Britain.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't it be called fish and crisps? Not fish and chips. This is why I hate this.
Yeah, it's just ass backwards. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Both countries don't make sense. And it gives me a headache.
Just like the English language.
All right, but what does make sense is our new passion for Monster Hunter World. I know we talked about it somewhat a bit last episode, but our friend here, Allie, has just
Damn.
Motherfucker, don't even. I fucking worked like 13 hours today. Murdering me. And I went to the gym yesterday.
It was not good. Leg day?
But
arm day?
Allie has recently started playing Monster Hunter World, and the boy Woo's been carrying her while I work.
Yeah.
So Allie, have you played Monster Hunter
My back
before?
hurts.
Yes. I
Really?
have.
What other Monster Hunters have you played?
I played the previous ones on DS with my cousin.
Let's
Like-
fucking go.
Yeah.
Ultimate?
Yeah.
I would fist bump you, but your camera's not on.
I'll
cousin
insert fist bump.
Yeah. My cousin was obsessed with it, and he got me into it, and I just fell in love with it. And then I was explaining to Jonathan about this, that when Monster Hunter came out on console, I think I spent like £75 for the Ultimate Edition, and I was so that's how excited I was to play. And I was like, yes, I'm gonna play. My friend's like, yeah, sure, we're gonna get it, we're all gonna play. And then actually I was the only one that bought it and played, so I had to grind by myself, and they all lied. And I think after like 2 days I was like, I can't do this, it's just not fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it refunded, and I
that's
missed
good.
it ever since.
Yeah. until
Yeah.
until I refunded like a game I bought and was like, yo, you wanna have fun? Like the fun that you were meant to play.
That's literally all I've had, like, since being back on it, is fun. Like, I've never... Okay, I did get angry once. Yeah.
When?
Par for the course.
I literally thought I was going to throw my desk upside down. Jonathan got
Yeah,
really
I know.
Wait, which monster was it?
So we were fighting. So we're in the middle of getting her through Iceborne, and
I was
we're
just
like,
about to ask, does she have Iceborne?
yeah, she does. Yeah, we got the
Fucking go.
we got the cheap ass version. Like it was a bundle. It was like for $50 instead, because regular base game Monster Hunter is like 30, I think, right? And then
It was on sale, and a board actually just got it for like 17, I think.
yeah, well, it was base game is about 20 or 30, right? And then Iceborne is 40, right? Combine that's like 60, right? 60 to maybe 70. It was on sale for like 56 something. So that's a good steal. But basically, so we're in Iceborne trying to get through her. We're in the middle of it. We're still in like somewhat low rankish. We're like master rank 4 or 3 or something like that now. But we were fighting the Barrioff, which is essentially a flying saber-tooth tiger, like white tiger, a saber-tooth white tiger that can fly. And it's got like a big wingspan, and it just comes at you like this, and it's, you're like my finger compared to it coming at you. And
Barrioff's pretty huge.
yeah, and then we were just basically
No, Barroth, not Barrioff. Barrioff's the mud monster. The mud.
no Barrioff is the mud
Oh
monster.
yeah, I know. I mix them up all the time.
I get them.
Bruh. You're a Monster Hunter pro here.
Yeah,
But,
and I tell you, ever since I saw both of those two, I was like, I immediately knew, like, I'm gonna fuck both those up.
Yeah.
That's what the pictures are for. They help me
The brown monster or the white monster? Oh wait, that's
pretty much. This one's gonna be more of a pain in the ass.
Yep. But yeah, basically we were in a fight, and I think she was full health. You're full health, I remember.
Yeah.
And then basically it was up in the air. It did like big slam attack, and it just like killed her on the spot. And all you hear was just silence. And then just
Yes,
and then just me laughing.
I was not happy because the animation, it was facing you, so I was
Yep.
like, okay, sick. I can just, just quickly sharpen my weapon. Everything's going great. Very good.
And I was like,
And
so
then somehow-
here's the berry off. I'm here. She's all the way over here. It just
It just flies to me, and I faint. And that was the first time I fainted in how long?
maybe like
A day.
a
or two.
whole day, I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
I wasn't impressed. I was very angry and upset that I fainted. But I take the game so serious because it is such a fun game. It's just a constant grind.
Oh yeah, me too.
Can't-
That's what
you
like
can't
these
get
boys are
bored.
like also like how do you beat the game? Like when they first started playing, like you don't beat the game.
I never asked that. That was
Yes, you did.
did I ask that?
Yes.
Hmm.
It must have been PS4 days. I totally forgot.
You didn't have it for PS4.
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah. I was playing PS4 with you.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You motherfucker forgot.
It's been a long time, dude.
Fake. Oh, but so I guess it was me, right? I got you into Insectlave, Allie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was showing her like the types of weapons, right, and like what I use predominantly, right? So I use Insectlave or Charge Blade. I think I showed you Charge Blade first and then Insectlave.
Yeah, you did.
One of those, yeah.
So wait, what are you maining right now then?
Me?
Who?
I guess both of you.
Insectlave.
Yeah, at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, and we've thoroughly came up with calling ourselves Glaive Gang.
Yeah.
Glaive gang.
Glaive
I-
Gang.
We are a pretty sick duo fighting monsters. Getting better at it because I will take pride of this, but I've been making Jonathan practice mouse and key and not use the controller on PC.
Oh, God, you were a saint. I've been telling him it's like, dude, it's way better on fucking mouse and keyboard.
But see, the thing is though, is like if I'm serious about a hunt, I will just switch over to controller.
No.
If I'm fighting a silver Rathalos that I can't get and it only spawns right there and then, I am seriously putting up that controller.
No.
I can't do
Mouse
it.
and key.
Mouse and keyboard, baby.
I'll do mouse and key for the monsters I know how to fight, but for like the new ones, you know, like Rajang or Silver Rathalos or Golden Raytheon or all those other new ones, right? Or even the fucking Brute Tigrex, I am putting that controller in my hands.
Aw.
I'm not doing that yet. Not risking a good hunt. But I will learn.
Yes.
One day.
So you'll practice with me.
Yes.
Fine.
And also, I will give credit to Langdon for the name Glaive Gang.
Yes.
Because he came in here and was like, bruh, I'll show you Glaive.
He
still sucks at it.
flying in the air doing combos.
Mm-hmm. And it's super fun. Like, it's like one of the only weapons in the game that likes to go into the air and just do a shit ton of combos and not get hit.
Yeah.
I mean, with a clutch claw, I don't think it's that like impressive anymore. I still, you obviously do like way more damage than you'll do with a clutch claw, because with clutch claw, you're not doing too much damage. You're like not doing max. But
Yeah.
like, with insect glaive, you're meant to be in the air.
Well, so with
Yeah.
Clutch Claw, though, the thing is that it's, we figured out a way to like use the tenderizer gem, jewel, right?
I have 0 of them, but all right.
Yeah, so there's a tenderizer jewel, and it basically it creates a crit spot faster. So essentially, it's when we Clutch Claw and we attack the monster, right? So say like on the tail, right? We'll Clutch Claw onto the tail, we'll attack, and then we'll have to do it a couple times maybe if we don't have enough tenderizers. But I think if you have 3 tenderizer jewels, it'll just do it on the first attack. But it'll soften up the tail or whatever part you're going for, right? And it'll make it vulnerable to normal attacks faster and bigger and stronger. And so that's basically like for Insect Glaive. You can like go into the air, just Clutch Claw, right? And then just wail away. And it's really quick, at least for Insect Glaive. For like regular weapons, right? You kind of have to aim, right? Pretty well. And then you might get like knocked off per se. But for like Insect Glaive, you're just already in the air and you can just land on a monster. It's
See, like
a
that's
little
why you're like,
faster.
oh, I don't like Insect Wave in like Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. I was like, dude, like that was my shit.
Mm.
Because in 4 Ultimate, like that's when they had it like super simple, and like again, that was the only thing that was able to go in the air. No clutch claw, and like even I think you could if you were like standing next to a ledge, but even then it was still kind of hard to do.
Right. I mean, it's the same thing in Monster Hunter World too. You just dodge off a ledge and then you attack, jump attack. That's kind of like flying in a sense.
Yeah, but like in the older games, there wasn't like as many ledges and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I just got Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate myself.
I was like, since Allie just said that she has 4 Ultimates, like, dude, we should like do a stream like we're all playing 4 Ultimate, dude.
Oh, that'd be fun, but
That'd be so fun.
To my cousins because he's still got my DS.
you're gonna have to steal that back.
I'd have to charge my DS if someone charged it yet.
Does it have free? Yeah, you don't have to have like Nintendo Plus or anything like that for DS.
No.
Okay, I'm just wondering because like, you know, how Nintendo is now with the membership things.
No, that would just be too much rinsing. I think they wouldn't do that.
Other than that, like Allie, how are you liking the game so far?
I'm really enjoying it. It's actually nice to play it with friends and grind. And like when we had a long grind day the other day, and we spoke about Destiny, and it's just like, wow, dude, like I'm so glad I've not put any time and effort into Destiny anymore. Like I just
dropped it 5 weeks ago.
There's
It's been a
no
long time for me as well.
yeah, like after you do a mission, a strike, or anything, there's no sense of achievement after it. There's like, there's nothing.
But don't you want to
What
grind Menagerie or what's the other thing called to get the spare rations?
Gambit Prime?
No, not Gambit Prime, the other one.
I
It's
know
been so
what
long
you're
since
on
we played, we can't even fucking remember it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and obviously the Mindbenders is the Nightfall at the moment, and people are still grinding the game, and it's painful to watch.
Oh yeah.
With Monster Hunter, like even if you farmed like a monster like 100 times, you still have that sense of achievement, and you get rewarded.
And you'll get everything you need.
You'll get everything.
Sometimes. If
But
you don't break
nowadays,
apart.
you don't.
If you don't break apart, you're not gonna get it.
But,
Most of the time you get it.
Yeah, most of the time. But...
and I was gonna ask, are you guys getting Diablo 4 or not?
I've actually never touched Diablo.
Thinking about it, but I barely touched Diablo. Like I maybe played it like 2 times in my life. That's it. It looks dope. It looks dope with the cinematic.
I said it last podcast. I'm gonna say it again. I'm waiting for Phantasy Star Universe online. Oh, dude, you guys are gonna lose me unless you guys come in with me. You guys are gonna lose me for like a solid month at least.
I think that's gonna be me.
Oh, have you played Phantasy Star?
No, I was gonna say
Get
that
the
was
fuck out of
gonna
my
be
face.
me.
Get out of the call.
It was gonna be me with Diablo.
Call ended.
I think you guys like would enjoy Diablo. I played it a lot, especially Diablo 3, and because of Monster Hunter, because of the like in Paragon and certain games you've played, like I think you do belong in that pool, Diablo, especially with grinding and the arena, and it's a bit like Monster Hunter but different with the way itemizing.
Is it gonna be top down?
Top down.
Yeah, you know, like I think like most Diablo games are like top down, right? Like, you know, kind of like League or, you know, Dota and such.
Kind of.
Or is it like third person?
I don't know if they're making this one third person. I haven't played Diablo in a long time, and it is quite early, so I'm not gonna answer perfectly.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
However,
I would definitely consider it though.
it is like a grindy game. I mean, some of the stuff that you used to be able to get in Diablo 3, it would take you hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of arena, of missions, of literally having to farm one, even a little monster. You'd think you'd need a big monster for this specific like jewel or something for an armor piece. No. It could be a little monster, and you've never touched it, and you have to kill it several times. It's just endless grinding.
That's why I'll kill everything in sight. That's what I've gotten to.
But Diablo 4, it does look really promising. and the cinematics in Diablo are fantastic. And I saw yesterday actually that they're in the talks of making a Diablo series on Netflix.
Yeah,
Oh,
saw
wow.
that, and they're also thinking about doing Overwatch as well.
Oh,
Hopefully,
no.
because that would be good. That would be good. Like I always wanted, like, I've talked to
Fuck
Roman about
Overwatch.
it. I've always talked to Roman about it, but like if they made like a movie, and then Roman said TV series is better, and I agree with him. But if they made a TV series for Overwatch, I think it would do really well, like super successful.
The only character that would do well in Overwatch, let's be honest, is Winston.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
Seeing a big monkey.
only one.
I was gonna say Genji, but yeah.
Yeah, Genji,
Yeah.
or just Tracer's
There's-
ass.
there's-
That's.
No.
I want to be Tracer.
Widowmaker thickness.
Yeah, there you go. And the
Or
cleavage
Winston.
show.
I don't discriminate.
Winston kind of thick.
But yeah, like I feel like they could really expound upon like at least a couple characters per season. I wouldn't want them to try and fit like do all the characters in one like season. 'cause
It's
I
like
feel
it's
that'd
like
be
their
way too
shorts.
cluttered.
Yeah, it's like their little shorts they've done, and they're fantastic. So if they can generate that same type of like aesthetic to the TV show. Easy.
Yeah, because in the shorts, near the end, there's always like an Easter egg. They always implement the next character in that short, so it should follow on from the series.
Yeah.
I
Do you
that
guys think if Bungie had the money, do you think they would do a show as well? Maybe like do something for like all the lore, or kind of like make it into like a mini series.
Bungie, I'm not sure. I think they would actually do I think they've already done a lore book, but I think if they did like an old-fashioned, like a whole lore tab, like a giant book, I think they'd rather do another book than an actual series.
I was gonna say, I mean, they've done 2 lore books already.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
but like make that come to life. Like,
Yeah.
everyone wants it to.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's enough lore in both those books to make even like 2 separate like story-based games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a lot of games. What the community wants, they won't get. Let's be honest here.
Well, especially now
I
more
mean-
than ever because Bungie's super small.
Exactly. I mean, they don't listen to the community. They don't at all. I mean, we've been here since vanilla, beta, Destiny. We know everything about
Alpha.
Destiny. But,
Okay.
well, I've been with Bungie since Halo days.
Yeah.
So,
Halo
I
2.
know.
Is what I
Yes.
said. Yep, there you
Halo
go.
PS4 never touched it.
Yeah.
I would never touch Halo.
Um,
Sorry. Enjoying
yeah.
my Sony Japanese games.
Bruh. Halo was the best.
I was enjoying Dynasty Warriors,
Halo
okay?
3, no, Halo
Dynasty
2.
Warriors was on the Xbox too.
You know what I
Can't
mean.
complain.
You
But
know what I
anyway,
mean.
we have never been good with any criticism at all. Especially when Halo started to pop off. After Reach, they would not take any criticism. They wouldn't allow it. They wouldn't listen to the community. Same for Halo.
Yikes.
And then the same happened for Destiny. And I told you the other day, we're now literally gone back in time. Destiny 2 state right now is D1 Rise of Iron endgame content already.
Yeah.
Like, we're just stuck at that player pool. And I've seen people at like level 1000, and that's what I mean. They're just painfully grinding through loads of stuff. Like, fair play to them to stream and earn money from that game. I couldn't do it personally. I wouldn't.
Same. Me and Roman has always said too, is like, I can't play.
There's only
one
so
game.
much of that game I
Yeah.
can take now, and especially like from playing like other shooters, like you are just so slow in Destiny. Like it feels
Yeah.
ugly, like slow. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm walking through like quicksand the whole time.
Yeah.
But like it's weird, like that's like how slow your character moves, yet the way you swap weapons is almost instantly.
Yeah, and it's the same with me and the Gears of War franchise. I've been into Gears of War
Pepe
since the OG days, and a lot of people, friends on the timeline, and I'm doing it every month. I don't care, but every month I'm tweeting Gears of War and asking them where And when Gears of War 3 Mastered Edition on PC comes along, it's what we've always wanted. It's what we've always wanted. Gears 3 was the best for everyone.
Like, speaking of like remastered editions, like I'm still waiting for Halo 3 to come to PC.
Yeah.
Once that comes to PC, I think a lot of people are gonna that's gonna be like the main game. For a lot of people.
Is the Master Chief Edition right now? Like, what's it on? I know they're like releasing.
Steam.
No, I know. I know they're like releasing, like game here, like
They started with Reach, and I think they're gonna go because Reach is pretty much a prequel to Halo 1, 2, and 3. 4 and 5 as well. So I think they're gonna go from like chronological order. So I believe the next one's gonna be Halo 1, after that Halo 2, and then after that Halo 3.
Okay.
Halo, I think 2 and 3 are gonna. It's gonna be flying colors. 2 and 3.
And 4 and 5, no one's gonna pay attention.
No.
I won't.
No.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I didn't like 4, and I didn't bother to even like look at 5.
5 was okay. The only time I did play 5 was when Shotty Snipes was out in the event. That's all I played. And Free For All. Nah,
I didn't have an
was...
Xbox One, so I couldn't play it at all.
It was fun. Yeah, it was the same for Gears and 4 and 5. You know, when they changed from Epic Games, it just went downhill, and it was just microtransactions.
I believe I stopped at Gears 3.
Yeah. I did play 4 and 5. It was fun. And then I started to notice, okay, this game is going to go downhill. And it has. Player pool, you find nowadays, because a few friends of mine posted it on Twitter, that you can instantly still get into a Gears of War 3 lobby. A full lobby.
Oh, shit.
That sounds like Modern Warfare 2, like on PlayStation or 360. You could probably still do it, honestly.
PC Modern Warfare 2? Instant. Although there's a bunch of hackers.
But if I was to, if I did have Gears 5 on PC, got rid of it. If I went on Gears 5 PC right now, it'd take me 20 minutes to find a game. But I instantly find an Xbox 360 full lobby in minutes.
Jeez.
And they still ignore it.
Yeah, that's such a difference.
Has skill-based matchmaking affected like any of the games you really like, Ali? Because we talked about this, I think that was maybe like on our first episode. But like, I literally feel like skill-based matchmaking is killing every game like I play. Like, no game is entertaining now. Every game I have to sweat my
Yeah.
I need to fucking sweat my little heart out just like the other team in order to have an ounce of fun.
I've been saying this a long time, and I said this to Jonathan, and like, why when we were playing Destiny, I gave up with Crucible, and I just said to him, it doesn't matter if I got better with mouse and key, even if I plugged in my controller, it doesn't matter what I do, mouse and key or controller, it doesn't matter the lobby I'm in, I'm always sweating my ass off. My teammates are just blueberries, and I'm against sweats, and it's always a 1v5, 1v6 situation every time. It doesn't matter what game mode I play, I seem to always be trying my ass off, and for what? It's the same with Dota, and it's the same why me and Ultra get so angry, because the player pool makes no sense. Because especially with Dota Plus, you will load up a game and you'll look at Dota Plus. I've even showed you, and you were like, how is that possible?
Yeah.
I'll search for a game,
sense. Yeah.
and there'll be a 2-stack on my team, but I'm against a 5-stack.
Yep.
And they're all doing call-outs, and my team are going 0 for 20, and I'm the only one carrying, going positive. Like, it's a quick play game. This isn't ranked.
But it became sweats.
Why? And I just find it unfair, because when you're actually a decent player, you shouldn't have to feel like every single casual playlist you play feels like ranked sweats. I mean, you might as well just start paying me for doing this at this point. It's not fair.
One of my someone in Twitch chat told me that Pirosh, shout out to you, Pirosh, that the last update was actually so bad for Dota that he just uninstalled the game.
Yeah.
Oof.
I haven't played in in a while actually, since playing Monster Hunter. But at the moment,
no skill-based matchmaking.
But when I did play Dota, I wouldn't search quick match. I'm trying to do a challenge of winning a game with every single hero in Dota, and I do it in turbo. Because in Turbo it's a quicker game. You get gold quicker, you level quicker. Everything's just quick.
And to top that off, there's like what 190 something hero champions.
119. I think I'm 20 down at the moment because you have to win.
Yeah.
You have to win. You can. If you lose, that's it. Game over.
I think last time we were talking about that, I think you were like at 10, and that was like maybe almost a week ago.
Yeah. It's a fun challenge to do on Dota because I have not touched rank. I will not touch rank because it's broken.
Yeah, that.
I was like, it's funny that you say that because me and Wu really want to hop into a competitive league. We're just completely not ready.
I'm just like, I'm gonna get my shit kicked in, and hey, we're gonna have fun though.
With League, like, the only reason I say it's a bit easier is only because the difference thing with Dota and League is the denying. Well, yeah, League you can surrender. Dota you can. And in League you can't deny your creeps, you can't deny your towers, you've got no jungle items in your slots, and
everybody in Dota is a jungler per se.
Technically, yeah. But I would get back into League, but for me, I'm too used to Dota and actually having skins, and then I go on League and I'm like, I can't buy skins right now, I can't do that.
That Ari skin for KDA looking kind of good.
No.
That's what I have. Oh, I love it.
But the thing is like, I think you guys can do it because with Dota at the moment, strength heroes are broken.
Oh, you're talking about us going on to Dota?
No, I mean League, because in League, from what I've seen, because I still watch a few people stream League, and what I see is it's at somewhat of a balance between the different types of heroes. With Dota, if they have certain strength heroes that's not been banned, there's no point playing. You've lost your game. There is literally no point bothering the whole match, and then you've lost point. But with League, no. I think you guys can definitely do it. No problem. But if it was Dota,
I think the thing I appreciate most about League is just the frequent updates. But like, it's, how do I say it? It's good that we have frequent updates, but a lot of the times I think they go in the wrong direction. And
what was it? It was Mordekaiser. They nerfed his mobility.
Yeah, and he's still pretty busted. I was like, I like playing Mord, but at the same time, it kind of gets stale. Just like EQ. That's it.
EQ, and then just
EQW.
You have a flattened enemy.
Yeah, it's like there was supposed to be a nerf on a hero called Zeus in Dota, but I don't know if it's happened. And he's just a spam hero. Literally, you can spam Q, W, E, and you can literally just spam it non-stop. And
his ult is just a global ult, right? It hits all enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
If you get refresher orb, that means you can do it twice. And if it's max damage with Args, it can literally, if you are a low agility or intellect hero support, you're dead.
You have low health anyways.
And it gives you whole map vision. So if you're in the jungle,
okay, wait, that's broken too. Yeah, that's stupid. I'm sorry.
Gives you whole map vision. And also, no, hold on.
There's more.
It was like, but wait.
If you place a ward in your jungle and Zeus is on his way to find you, he can just randomly, I think there's one ability he can do, but he can see wards.
Oh, please don't tell me he steals that.
Yep. And then he kills the wards. And that is just a basic ability.
That's a basic ability?
That's a basic? I'm
and
sorry. Is that that's like his passive or some shit like that?
Yeah, and then when you get Args, you also have another ability where you have like a circle ring of lightning that stuns people inside it.
For how long?
Well, if you're in there, you're stunned at least twice. But you got to think if the rest of your team's in there, and there's an aerial like AOE like ultimate going on, you're stuck in there.
Yeah.
And it also gives vision.
I'm glad we're sticking to League.
Yeah, and Zeus is a dick, just like in mythology.
I hate Zeus players because a lot of Zeus players are very cocky, and it's just like it's a spam hero. It's a one-click hero.
Just like
That's
the
how
god
I feel
himself.
about Darius, and that's how I feel about Garen as well. I hate both those champs so much.
There's
They're not even that good in this meta yet. I still struggle against them.
All they're doing is just life stealing and bleeding you to death. That's it. It's
Yeah.
just, I mean, nothing else you can do about that. That's why like if I go up against a Darius, right, I will make sure I have another person with me, and if I'm jungling, right, I stun the crap out of him, and I have a hero with high sustainability, you know, just a life steal ability if anything.
And it's
Darius
like
shit.
one hero I like but also dislike is Lion, which can be a support / carry. His Q, he sends out like it depends what armor set you're wearing, but he sends out like a long range stun in one direction. His second ability turns you into a fish, and his third ability, which is very broken because you can do it from like, it feels like 10 feet away, but you can drain someone's mana. But his ultimate is called Finger of Death. If you kill someone with that ultimate, it charges damage.
Oh boy.
Does the damage like stay forever, or is it just like a certain amount of time?
No, it stays forever and it gets bigger and bigger. So, and we literally come up with a nickname, we're about to finger you, because like
Who's balancing this game?
Yeah, who's the company? Who's the company who makes Dota?
When you get Args, the Finger of Death goes into an AoE form, so you can target multiple heroes. And if you kill multiple heroes, or you target someone and kill them, your ultimate refreshes within 5 seconds. So you can constantly Finger of Death someone.
Hey Roman, do you remember Paragon?
I need to uninstall Dota. I think I still have it on my desktop.
Same, I think.
But what about Paragon?
No, remember the good old days.
Of what? Fucking Chimera, the unkillable Chimera.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. It's just almost like that in a sense. Because
I don't like, there were other things that were quote unquote broken, but nothing can ever top or ever come close to just unkillable Chimera, because you couldn't kill him. Everyone like trying to kill him, but like even then, most of the time it wasn't enough DPS.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who. I remember someone had in Paragon. It was a ability. It was a passive ability that would just keep stacking. I forgot who it was. Anyways, it just reminded me of a character in Paragon like that.
Sephiroth?
Could be. I mean, Sephiroth, you had to have a skill shot at least, if anything. You know, you had to kill a minion with your I forgot the name of it, but it was like it was siphon. It was siphon, and you just siphon the life out of like a minion or like another champion, and it just keep on stacking. And like if you had enough stacks, you'd be like Nasus, in League. You just have hella health. But
God damn it, it's Paragon.
Yeah, same.
Lieutenant
So,
Bellico.
Bristleback, who's unkillable.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You remember Bristleback?
I remember him. Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous. Get hard to ask, and he's got like 5,000 health. And
Yeah.
he has like 340 HP regen per second.
Yeah, I did. I was like, and then like you keep like needling people or some shit like that,
Yeah,
right?
you needle people because if you stack the needles, it gives you more HP
Yeah.
regeneration. So they can hit you with everything, and it will do nothing.
Right. And if there's
How
just like
is this game still legal?
and if there's just like like maybe the whole team or something like that, you just go in, needle, and you got your whole health back.
Like a lot of devs either don't listen to their community or like do a poll. It's like, hey, we're thinking about changing this or that. What do you guys think about it? Like even like posting it to Reddit, that fucking shithole of a website, or to Twitter, somewhere where almost somewhat average people like to. No, they don't. Never mind. Like you get what I'm saying, though. Like get it from your fan base, like what kind of balances they want to see. Like it's like I want to say for like the most part, like these these devs will release patch notes Like more than half the time, I was like, why'd you do this? No one asked for this.
Yep. I think it's, or even if like they won't even say anything, they'll just patch it and not tell the community.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what COD's been doing. That's been infuriating me. Mm-hmm. Every time I log on now, it's like, did they change this? This feels different. Did they actually do this, or is it just me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's. On the suffrage of games, let's go into a lighter topic of music.
I was just about to say, you guys were talking about music, or you guys wanted to touch on the music subject right before
yes.
we started. So, like, what did you guys want to talk about?
So, me and Allie are both really excited. BTS.
All right, good night, guys.
Hey! You listen to K-pop too, you bitch.
That's a Momo, man. That is it.
And Twice, and Red Velvet, and Blackpink.
Anyway.
He's allowed to have his own opinion.
I know, he is. I know. But basically, we're really excited because BTS is dropping their new album. Is it tonight, right?
Wait, it's literally in an
the
hour
morning
and
part?
10 It's an hour and 10 minutes, and you get the official music video and the album, by the way.
Well, there you go. So, by the time I edit this, it would have been maybe 5 days after, and their song.
Hopefully, if we stay on a good recording schedule.
Hopefully, yeah. Their music video would probably hit past 3 million. I'm guessing that. I'm betting it. I don't know. It's probably gonna be more.
What?
It's gonna be more.
3 million and... Hold on a minute.
It's gonna be more. I don't fucking know.
Whoa. 3 million and what? 3 million and what? Are you thinking 24 hours?
No, within like 5 days. It's gonna be more. It's gonna be more.
Are you high? We
Even
managed
I
to
know
get...
it's gonna be more than that.
I know, it's gonna be
managed to
more.
get 75 million in 24 hours, like...
Jesus, yeah.
We break
Yeah,
records.
so again, as I said, it was like, and more.
We got that in... We have to break our own record this time for 75 million.
We're going at
24 hours.
76 million.
We're gonna get 100 million.
I know, we probably will.
Yeah, of course
I
we
will.
will.
I will be part of the cause.
Well, I mean, in the first... I think, yeah, well, like I told you, the first couple of weeks before we didn't know anything about Map of the Soul 7, we reached 4 million pre-orders without any information.
Oh, God.
Like, it's crazy.
The BTS official fan club army is.
The whole K-pop. We don't just.
Oh yeah, of course,
The
yes.
K-pop community as a whole. Some of you motherfuckers are crazy.
Yeah.
Dedicated.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I am. But I have my reasons though. But I'm not one of those types of people that are... Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Like, if someone doesn't
No,
like
if your opinion's
BTS,
different than mine, then yours is wrong and you're stupid.
Anyways.
I'm not... Yeah. I don't mind if no one likes K-pop. It doesn't bother me. Like, it's not going to affect me. I don't care. But I'm not going to force someone to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you do see a lot on social media, like people like posting fan cams, like, oh, if they stand this person. I just think that's fucking childish. I don't know why they do that. I'd never do that. Like, I'm not going to force feed someone like a baby to listen to my music.
Yeah.
It's always like funny, but also like very weird to me when it's like, oh, like a tragedy happens or someone dies. It's like, oh, rest in peace, Kobe, and it's some fucking random like fan cam. Like, what are you doing? Well, no one needs to see that. Take that. And it's like they had to go through the process to find that fan cam in order to post it with their, oh, rest in peace, Kobe. It's like, you're actually a piece of shit.
Yeah, they do it for views,
Yep.
and half the time, like, it's troll accounts that will just do it for views.
Yeah. And sometimes like there's even a different caption like underneath, like, oh, I missed breakfast today or some shit like that. And then like, and they'll put caption like above like rest in peace whoever, right? But then like, yeah, I missed breakfast. And I'm just like, yeah, no.
I've seen...
But I think like every community though has like those people, because like for me, like I'm not super deep, but I'm pretty deep in like the metal community, and just like the way they just devour themselves. It's like, oh, you listen to what metal? That's not real metal, because the riffs sound like this and then not like this. So that's why this band is better than your band. It's like, dude, shut up. Let me enjoy this.
Yikes.
Yeah, especially in the... I'd say Stan Twitter, the K-pop community. I've seen a lot of stuff, and what I've also noticed,
Stay away from that.
which is I find it annoying, is being past 20. They have like a nickname like you are a hag or you're an old person, and especially if you like heavy metal as well, they like to target you. And yeah, I've had that in the past on Stan Twitter, because I'll be like posting like lyrics from like A Day to Remember. And then
Right underneath the post.
Lift it up. Oh, you can't lift it up?
No, because I'm gonna rip out the fucking push pins.
Oh, okay, never mind.
and they're like, what the fuck is this like Satan music? And it's just like, what are you on about?
Oh,
Like,
that's
there's
so-
nothing wrong
Dude,
with
I
it.
fucking hate when people's like, oh, you listen to Screamo? No, I do not listen to Screamo. Screamo's for fucking little fucking children. I hate Screamo with a passion.
Screamo is for the really fucking pepperami looking ass.
I don't-
like,
Pepper Army.
There's no way people like Screamo, like, unironically. I don't see it. It's funny because Attila just came on soon. I love Attila.
You have your
Yeah,
music on? Oh my god.
But yeah, Stan community, like, obviously I've been in gaming community, I've been in a few communities, but Stan Twitter is on a whole another level. Luckily, I follow a lot of nice people, lovely people. No shit on the timeline.
Yeah.
But at least twice a day I see someone getting exposed.
Yeah, there's no way you
Thanks.
can join a community that is like so big or so vast that you're not gonna see some shit that like you don't want to see, or shit that just annoys you. Because
Yeah.
like, for the most part, I try either looking for new bands or like looking for like either updates or like album drops, stuff like that. But most of the time, it's just like what I just mentioned earlier. It's like, you don't listen to what? You can't call yourself a metalhead or a black metal. What? You don't listen to thrash metal? Thrash metal's way superior than black metal. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, that annoys me as well.
but people are surprised I do tamper, dabble with K-pop or hip-hop, rap, all that other type of stuff.
Yeah, I was surprised when you got into K-pop. I was like,
Momoland, man, it took my heart.
I know. I was like, wow, that got you into it. Okay. I thought it would have been like twice or something like that, or like, you know. And then you got really into like
Are we just
Velvet's.
gonna act like Boom Boom isn't a fucking banger though?
It is a banger.
It is a banger, but
But their new album in my heart doesn't exist.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's just no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. lovely Momoland, but like, oh yeah.
Whatever.
They're not in the right management.
No, they're not. Yeah, and that's the thing with K-pop too. It's like, depending on the management you're in, that determines what kind of genre you're going into. Unfortunately, like you can't be like requesting like, yo, I want to do this, right? The management has to approve, or the management just like make sure they produce what they want to produce.
I mean, it's not like they even changed sound or anything, but it was more like they just combined like a couple of like their greatest hits and just slapped them together. Like literally, I can't remember what the last song is.
Bam.
Is it Damn?
Bam.
Oh, Bam. No. It's Bam
Oh,
and
Thumbs.
Boom Boom that are combined.
Oh, okay. Thumbs up.
We were talking about Thumbs Up. That's the one. It's like, it just sounds like those two combined and you just change out the words. That's literally what it sounds like.
Yeah. I think if they were under better management, I think they could compose some really, really good songs and have like, you know, maybe some duets with some of the girls like in the group, like spice the album up.
Yep. This is why I love Mamamoo, because like they get to compose like their own shit. The management lets them, and my god, all of their songs are so good. Even their
Big
singles.
Hit with BTS and Big Hit with TXT. I mean, look how popular both of them are.
Yep.
And then we're gonna get a girl group in 2021.
Oh,
So.
okay. That's something to look forward to.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Like they've always been a good management, but they did get a lot of shit for it for a number of years. But look how it paid off.
Right. Keep going through it, and the sunshine is on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
What's your if you had to listen to like one album for like the rest of your life, do you guys know what it would be, or you get like narrow down the top three?
Okay. Hold on. Remember it.
talking about like K-pop or just like in general?
In general. Okay, well, I'll go first. I'll let you guys think about it.
I'm a crossfade all that.
So I think the number one album, like I still like constantly listen to like over and over again, is A Day to Remember's Common Courtesy.
Oh my god.
And then after that, it'd have to be Motionless in White's Infamous. That there, sorry, the deluxe version. The deluxe version specifically because I want to listen to not Sick from the Melt. What's the one that I think it is Sick from the Melt that's on the like the bonus tracks or whatever. And for the third album, I think I'd probably go The Ghost Inside, Dear Youth. Those would be like top three. Like I could like all those songs like have their highs and their lows, and there's a bunch of bangers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find a specific album.
I didn't know it'd be that hard for you. I think about that stuff like all the time.
Usually I just go through my day just listening to the music I like. I never like thought.
Narrowed down to an album.
Never narrowed it down to at least an album. Yeah.
I think there is one album. I can't remember the album of it because I think it's a mashup. But it's one album from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a mashup of like good songs, and there's a personal one on there called Scar Tissue. And I think I could listen to that album for the rest of my life. I think that is one album I could listen to all day, every day. Chill. Maybe. See, I'm going more back in time. Going my old ways. I think.
I'm just trying to think like
Metallica
what...
best of as well. Yeah, 100%.
What were you saying, Will?
I'm just trying to think of like what I used to listen to a long time ago. Before I like entered K-pop.
For me, it was Linkin Park, 3 Days Grace, and Hollywood.
Oh yes.
I used
Hollywood is dead.
Yeah, I can't listen to their stuff anymore. It's so cringe.
Oh no.
I mean, like their newer stuff is cringe. I still think their older stuff still. I think that might be just nostalgia for me though. But yeah, I used to be like a super diehard like Hollywood and Death fan. And then I think they released like their third album. It was after American Tragedy, and even American Tragedy was pushing it a little. But I was like, yeah, I'm not about this. And like it left like such like a nasty taste in my mouth that it like ruined like the band as a whole for me.
Oh, you know what? I know mine. I don't know the album. Here, wait, hold on. Let me look that up.
Oh, okay. I definitely think also Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast album probably go in the top 3.
All right.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so it is called. Oh, I didn't realize what the album was called. Okay, so for me, if I were to choose, I would be, it'd be Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh my.
I love old school. I thank my dad and my mom for that. But their album September, and yes, September is the song name, but I didn't realize the album was also called September, and it had like it had September, it had Let's Groove.
I need something fucking heavy that makes me want to fucking hurt people and look them in the eyes while I do it.
Yeah, that's literally what my mum got me into, like the heavy metal and the R&B and all the other music. I think, yeah.
A little bit of dance while trying to look at someone to kill. Yeah.
I mean, of course. Like, I was dancing to Marilyn Manson when I was like 2. And I headbanging.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Deep purple t-shirt.
It's way too big for you.
Yeah. But I still like those t-shirts now. I still have some old band t-shirts. I mean,
That's now, one thing for me. I will never throw away a band t-shirt. Like I have a couple of them that are just like completely ripped up. Not throwing them away.
Literally, I think my Data Remember hoodie, I'm wearing it right now, is on its last legs.
Oh no.
And I will not get rid of it.
I
won't.
try my best not to wear them. That way they stay like nice.
You gotta vacuum seal it later. Put it
I
away.
think
Probably, dude, because I have a tank top that I love wearing because it used to fit me so well, but it started ripping at the top, and I just don't ever touch it anymore.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna give it to my mom to sew.
Okay. Yeah, they should. Then vacuum seal it.
I don't know what made me think of this, and it's kind of like be a little downturn for like the podcast, but I feel like it's at least important note to bring up. But have you guys seen that video going around on Facebook where that little 9-year-old was getting bullied and yeah, I believe the kid has dwarfism.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think that was just like heartbreaking for me, like honestly. But obviously, anyone with a heart can watch that and be like, poor fucking kid. But I was thinking about it, like what would I do, like if my kid came home and like he was like, either bruised up, bumped up, and like I know he's a good kid, so he's not starting shit with anyone, but people are just picking on him. Like, what would I do, like as a parent? And I thought about it like for a long time, and I was like, I don't know, like I feel like I'd go like crazy and I'd get angry enough where I'd go to the teacher and be like, hey, it's like, you know, my son's brought it up to you a couple of times, like please do something about it. If not, let's have a like little parent teacher conference with the other the other parents, and get them all in the same room and the principal, and I just kick the shit out of all of them.
Yeah, there you go.
I would just start fucking swinging and just beating the shit out of everyone in that room. I would go to jail for my fucking kids. Like like
hey,
that.
fair response. I think any parent would.
The same thing I would do. But not only that, like part of me would actually like to speak to the kids that are bullying my son or daughter or whoever they want to be, because you know, like the common tale is, and it has been proven that, you know, bullies go through a lot of shit in their own personal life. So, you know, if that kid's having a lot of shit at home, you know, they're gonna take that shit out on someone else. So it's good to speak to the kid, you know, in confidence, because they might tell you what's going on. Then you can report it to the teacher, and then you can beat the parent's ass because you know what's going on.
Oh, that'd be like option number 2. It's like, I'd get like good friends with the dad, and like we'd be like, I'd be like all good buddies with him. I'd go over to his house while his son's there and just start kicking the shit out of him. And be like, this is what you do to my son, you pussy. That's why your dad's suffering. That's why he's on the floor bleeding right now.
And then you bring out this.
Exactly. And just start fucking cutting his bitch ass up. But yeah, it's just like, it just drove me insane. It's like, I don't, because like kids are fucked up. I'm going to say the kids are fucking mean and they are fucked up.
Yeah.
But I just like, I remember like even at that age and older, I would say I picked on kids, but it would be like in like good fun. Like they would know, like I know like where that line is and like where to stop and like where to, you know, just like cut off the joke. Like, hey, you know what? This is like a step too far.
Yeah, same.
But I did know other kids who would take that step too far, and I would almost like defend them, be like, hey, like that's not cool, man.
Or you just try to avoid them at all costs, if anything.
No, I would always be like, that's not cool.
I was kind of one of those kids, like I kind of bullied in a sense, but only in good fun. That's right. Only in good fun though. Me and a old friend of mine, we would like take pens and just stab each other's legs. But
again, you're a kid and you're also a boy, which you're fucking retarded.
Yeah, exactly. And it was just out of pure fun. We knew we were, you know, fucking each other with each other. So yeah, it's like that kind of thing.
But then again, then you get videos like this little boy who's just getting bullied, like that he wants to kill himself. And apparently my friend told me in the article, I should have read it because I don't know, he could have misread something, but I'll take his word for it. But the kid has attempted suicide like multiple times, and to be 9 years old and going through something traumatic like that is just unbelievable.
Yeah, that's not right.
And then like I believe like in the video he said like he hated his teacher because like the teacher does nothing about it.
Sounds about right. Yeah. I feel like always it's like if you're not a college professor, right, you don't give a shit about some of the kids, right? And it's like that level of like acceptance for you know, kids and like teenagers and such, right? It just goes down the drain. But like if it's a college professor, oh yeah, they care about it for some reason.
Yeah, it was similar over here, but I think a lot worse. Like, teachers really didn't give a shit. Like, you could be fighting in class, and they would not give a shit.
Yeah.
That's what it used to be like for me. And
I was about to ask, like, have you been bullied before, Allie? I don't know if this sounds like a therapy session, but
no, I don't think I bullied anyone, but I have been bullied. I think the girls did like to pick on me because I'd hang around with the boys, I'd play games. I was more of a tomboy back then, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're such a slut. How do you get all the boys?" and X, Y, and Z. And I just kind
Zed.
of.
Oh, that's another one that pisses. Sorry.
That's the proper way to say it.
It is Z. God damn it.
Z, X, Y, and Z.
Roman, do you like Z's? Or
I
do
know
like
you live, motherfucker. Don't try me.
But yeah,
His address is.
I got the address. I knew
Yeah,
everything.
she has it.
I know, but he's the one who edits this, so he can just bleep it out himself.
But yeah, I just took it on the chin and I just carried on with it. But I did beat up a bully once though, because she was picking on my friend and she was twice the size of me. So
That's not the hard. You're really small, Allie.
yeah, I was a bit like scared. I was like, oh, am I really gonna do this?
You, her stomach, her height, easy.
Oh no, I didn't hit her in the stomach. I broke her nose.
Hey, there you go. Even better. You climbed her up.
Yeah, I was in a few.
It's like a monster.
Kind of fight related, but like I still remember like the worst thing I've ever said to someone where I got audible. And I won't say his name, but I remember we were talking shit, and he was what'd he say? He said something about my parents, and I was like, oh yeah, well again, I'm like in high school, by the way, people, so it's different times. I don't want this taken out of context. Be like, wow, Roman fucking hates gays, but he was like, wait, he said some shit about my parents. I was like, oh yeah, well like at least I don't have two dads. He's like, well, joke's on you because my dad's dead. And I said, good. Now he doesn't have to see you turn out to be a piece of shit like you are.
Oh. Yeah, yeah.
And like he went so fucking quiet, and I heard he cried while I said that. And then I kicked the shit out of him. But it was so funny though, because he told people like at school that he beat me up, and then people were like, dude, I heard you got your ass beat by so and so. Like, I would always tell him like, watch the video. And then they'd come back to me like 5 minutes. They're like, oh yeah, you kicked his ass. I'm like, yeah, I know.
And you told him what's up.
Like, I don't fuck around. Like I always cut deep.
And also, there used to be a thing back in my day it used to be school versus school. So it would be a whole school fight versus another school. Used to be a thing. I'm used to meet at a field. Like medieval times.
I know y'all like fisticuffs, but I mean shit, even today.
I know, right?
Well, I mean, it's a lot worse.
That sounds
now.
like a thing like back in like in the 70s or 80s.
No,
not
like
even the 80s, like early
still back in my day.
Yeah.
And I have noticed like knife crime is like going up rapidly in my country right now. I mean, the other day, a 14-year-old boy was stabbed outside a primary school. So, yeah. I mean, we have acid attacks and knife crime.
Hey, you know what, Allie? You should try and follow in America's footsteps. Just ban all knives. That's gonna get rid of the problem.
No,
fucking stupid. I hate people who fucking say that. It's like, we should ban all guns. There's no reason anyone should have a gun. Shut the actual fuck up. You literally do not have like any working brain cells. Don't ever fucking talk to me. It is not the gun that kills the person. It's people kill
the
people.
person. It's the person behind the gun.
That's why enforced like stricter screenings and shit helps it.
I want to say for the most part they're like already very strict.
Yeah, they are.
Again, people who get access to other people's guns.
Yeah.
And that's and that's how you end up with these school shootings. It's just fucking horrifying. Like, I mean, that kid's that I don't know, he's a dwarf, so I don't know how much. Fuck, never mind. I'm not gonna make fun of him. Fuck, now I feel bad. But like, he could be very well like on his way to do some shit like that. I'm not saying he will. Again, hopefully he like turns it around and maybe he gets out of this like super horrible fucking situation. But like, if it's not killing himself, he's gonna kill others.
Yeah.
And it's so like bizarre to me that I guess kids don't realize that like that's a consequence, especially with like all the shootings that go on in America. Like you would think that other countries would learn, like, maybe we shouldn't pick on him. Maybe we should just, leave him alone.
Unfortunately, they're probably either too young and they don't have access to that, information. So that's one cause of, of sorts. And like
true.
Parents don't teach them, that kind of thing.
My parents always taught me though, like be nice to people, and if I ever hear you start a fight, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, but
I'm
see,
like,
that's you. That's your parents. Your parents did right. Other parents probably are trying to keep their kids away from smartphone.
No, a lot of parents they grab the smartphone, put it in front of little
yeah,
okay,
like, yeah. I know, yeah, that. But I mean, like other, like news and shit, like important stuff. You could.
Yeah, sometimes it is down to the parents, and it's how the parents act around the child. I mean, until you reach a certain age in your life, your brain is continuously growing, changing emotions, changing connectors. So if you're around, a lot of hostile things, like you're not going to react great in an emotional way. I mean, if a bully tried starting on me now, I'd probably kill them. But me, maybe when I was like 10 or 9, if a bully tried doing something, I'd probably cry my eyes out.
See, like I remember a bully like tried like fucking with like me and my friends, but like he didn't know like I played football. He didn't know like I did sports like outside of school. So like even like as a kid, like I was like just a lot stronger than just other kids around me. But I remember he's kind of just like pushing us over, and then he went to push me. Like in football, you kind of learn like if someone like gets their hands on you, just get underneath their hands, like get them out the way and like push them back.
Yeah.
And I remember he was trying to do that to us, got to me, and I just did that to him, but I like really like thrusted like as hard as I could, and he just didn't expect it at all. He like backpedaled and fell. This was like almost like out of a fucking cartoon, because we had like a big bin full of like all the soccer ball and basketballs, but like he like backpedaled like and like stumbled like right in like ass first, and like he fell over and all the balls would hit him, and then he's like, I'm gonna tell the principal on you. I was like, I don't care, like go ahead, I'm gonna tell her what you did first.
Yep, exactly.
And he was just crying like a little bitch.
Yeah.
I'll end up going into a whole different topic, and I'll just sit and ramble for hours, but it also relates to serial killers and people that do shootings and what they go through at an early age, and also being bullied. Because they go through literally 9 times out of 10 they've all been through something a lot traumatic in their childhood. Parents have always been terrible, so they go off and do their own things, and then they start to get clever with doing those own things, and then it starts from animals, insects, and then to actual people.
They go into the real world.
Because their brain just doesn't function like ours do. They don't take in information like what we do. And it's quite fascinating, but we're not going to go into that because I know too much about serial killers.
I've been watching documentaries on serial killers. It's absolutely just befuddling, like where it starts and how it escalates and how they're able like to get away with it, and how they kind of like get like 9 times out of 10 they get themselves caught.
Just to feel something.
Well, no, it's not that, and sometimes they bring themselves forward for the recognition.
Right. Yeah.
My mum does question how much I do enjoy serial killers. She does question about it. She's like, are you sure you're just watching this, just for the information? I'm like, yes, fine, Mum. Really enjoyed it.
That's why we keep an eye on you.
I think it was Ted Bundy, right? Who like escaped prison.
Yeah.
And then even on his death sentence, the judge said like, I really wish you weren't like this, because you seem like a real like swell guy. He's like, well, I am. You can just let me go. And he's like, no, you've killed people.
Yeah.
They're like John Wayne Gacy.
It's such a, it's creepy.
They had 13 files of a load of Teds, and Ted Bundy was number 7, and that's how he's picked out, the lucky number 7.
Oh, jeez.
Which is my lucky number 2. Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, one of my favorite serial killers, he had abusive parents. He used to go into a crematorium and play with bones, and then decided that was his little satanic ritual. And then that's when he carved into his hand the pentagram and said, "Hail Satan," and did all these killings. And he never brushed his teeth. The whole time he was a serial killer, he never brushed his teeth.
That's one. That's one stanky ass breath. Ugh.
Imagine being killed, but then imagine being killed by someone who's a fucking breast stank.
Yeah.
You remember that even past your life.
Never brushed his teeth, and he died. He died from cancer. In prison.
Yeesh.
Yeah, I know a lot.
Well,
it's amazing to me that we still have no idea like where or who the Zodiac killer was.
Oh yeah.
Or was. But like that happened in the 70s, and I think he would have been like 30 at the time, so the dude must be fucking ancient by now.
Yeah. Well, he's about what?
He'd be like 80.
80 or something. Yeah. He could possibly still be alive.
Possibly, but even
don't know, but killings that were in the 70s and 80s and 90s will not happen nowadays.
Yeah.
We're too far in advance now.
But like, can you imagine like a scary of a time? Because the Zodiac killer and the Unabomber, those were happening like almost like simultaneously. Like I can't imagine. It's like, oh cool, like I can't step outside to go like, you know, for a brisk walk without the fear of someone coming up and fucking shooting me in my fucking head. But it's like, oh hey, a nice package. I ordered something like a while ago. Hopefully, boom. Now there's fucking shrapnel in my fucking mouth.
It's interesting too, because it's like it was the rise of the cults during that time too as well, like during the 70s and shit.
Yeah, I'll have to get it, but I watched an episode. There is a specific house, I think it is in California, where Ted Bundy was there. There was a few other serial killers, and it was an actual satanic ritual house where they would make certain sacrifices, and it would, you know, purify them and help them kill better. And there was a lot, but there is a specific house that a lot of satanic rituals and a lot of portals have been opened from them practicing shit.
Yeah, send it to us. I'd be down to check it out.
Sounds familiar. I think I've heard that story before.
Yeah, and also, can't remember what it was. There's another interest. There's loads of things on serial killers. Like, I also found out none of the famous serial killers, none of them were a Taurus. At all. No Taurus and no Scorpio.
Oh, Taurus.
Star sign.
Yeah, star sign. Horoscopes. Yeah, we thought you were saying like a Roman knows. We thought you were saying a tourist.
No, Taurus. Taurus and Scorpio. None of the famous.
That doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything, but it's just a bit of trivia, because apparently over the years anyway, where the planets have aligned once again, that our signs are now different. So
wait, sorry, are you into astrology?
A little bit.
Be careful with your words.
Romann's about to. Anyways. All right. Well,
you're almost as bad with your Chinese New Year bullcrap.
Anyways.
Yeah, you know it's true, motherfucker.
Anyways, all right. So it is super late for us, and we've gone over an hour and 18. So we've said enough for this podcast for now. So thank you for listeing to us.
Sorry, we couldn't end on a good note, folks.
It's a fair.
But shout off your stuff if you want.
I have nothing to shout out, but I
really, you don't have
podcast.
Instagram, Twitter, anything? I didn't think so. Shout it out.
I have Instagram. I'll link it down below. Please like and subscribe to the podcast and share it. Thank you.
She's so kind.
I am.
You got anything
Sharing
to say?
is caring.
Yeah, thanks for watching our asses today. Yeah, we ended on a very interesting note, if anything. It's very somber. But yeah, thank you for watching us. You can follow.
Listening or watching your asses, you should put pictures of butts over all of our faces.
Which butt though? Which butt do you want? Do you want like?
I want like a disgustingly healthy thick butt. So either pick like Kim Kardashian or Nicki Minaj.
Right.
But get like very like unflattering like photos of them, like disgusting photos.
I want a bony ass.
You want a bony ass?
Get fucking Schmeagle ass over there.
I can literally just put a skeleton, you know.
But okay, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this podcast. Episode number 4, I believe. I think I said it earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, like they both said, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, you guys. All the links are gonna be down in the descriptions to either our Instagrams, our Twitters, our Twitch streams. We both stream just about every day. And yeah, we'll hope to see you guys there, and hope to see you guys in the next episode. See you guys later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.